Hey, Angie Austin here. Chris, I like to go, Chris Barnes, to The Drudge just to kind of grab some of the, I don't know, hot headlines of the morning. And this one, of course, struck me because I love radio, and so do you. You've been doing it for years. And even though I was in TV for years, I always thought radio would be a good fit for me because my personality was always a little too big, I felt, for TV. And so did some of my bosses, because I ad-lib a lot. I crack jokes.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm more natural on the air.
I hear
So
you.
I'm not like just a hairdo with a lot of hairspray, like reading a script and welcome to the news this morning. It is 32 degrees. I am Angie Austin. Like
Although I will point out for anybody who's never gone to their website or anything and seen a picture of you, you could work for Fox.
Oh, well, thank you, friend. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm just praying.
Foxing.
I'm praying on the blonde, good-looking.
Oh,
well, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, you fit the mold. You look, but I get you on the radio. We'll go back to the radio thing.
Okay,
because I agree with you. Radio is magical, and a lot of times it's amazing. It's amazing to me how many people who have done TV, because when I got into radio because I said, what I'll do is I'm going to be passive aggressive. I'm going to get into radio, and then I'm going to be so winning and so wonderful that they're going to beat a path to my door to ask me to come to TV. Well, that never, if you look at the path to my door, it's barely visible. So nobody ever actually came.
Covered in snow. It's like a blizzard.
Yeah, it's never been shoveled. There's garbage. I just toss my trash out there.
Wait,
but anyway,
can I tell you one thing about TV?
But the funny thing is, how many people in TV have always said to me, you're in radio. Radio is cool. Radio is so magical. Radio, if you can do radio, it's different. People see us. So, they actually say it's easier to do TV because they go, well, we've got more than one thing going for us. So, but when you're on radio, they're like, oh, that's just like, it's so different. I'd so love to be able to do radio. And I'm always like, well, if you know what it pays, probably not. But in any case.
Well, in TV, you also have a script, like things are written for you. And, on radio, there's really nothing written for me. And,
wait, we do not use a script in radio, do we? No, Angie, we don't. Oh, wait, yeah, I read your part first. I'm sorry.
All right, one of the funniest things someone ever said to me in Los Angeles, I was doing the weather at the time, and my girlfriend said, oh my gosh, Angie, like in LA, because a producer had, like a big name producer at the time, had asked me out. And she goes, oh my gosh, Angie, you're like better than dating a Playboy playmate. You know why? Because you get to wear your clothes and you have a brain. Like, that was like, what? That's the most crazy thing you've ever said. But it was
you get to wear your clothes. That's really, I like that.
And you have a brain. Yeah, because I never took any of those jobs where you could be scantily clad. Those never appealed to me.
I'm scantily clad right now, but I'm allowed because I'm in my house.
All right, so let me tell you why I brought this topic up.
If boxer shorts and a T-shirt are scantily clad for a guy, I'm scantily clad.
Okay, that you did not even need to share with me.
Scantily clad.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I can't even proceed now. I'm actually thinking you're doing it.
I know. Yeah, please get the mental image out of your mind.
Yes, he's joking, people. He's joking. Okay.
No, I'm actually wearing a snowsuit.
Here's why I picked this topic. The headline on the Drudge Report this morning says New York Times CEO, print journalism has maybe another 10 years and it'll be dead because people are doing online subscriptions. Older people still get the papers, but I don't see a lot of papers delivered in my neighborhood. And then secondly, radio also, they're saying AM radio may go away. I read recently one country got even like rid of their AM radio, but I don't think radio will go away. You and I discussed this in a break because podcasting and listening, people like to listen to things. So I don't think it may change way morph.
The delivery technology changes. And we've all grown used to calling this radio. Now, there are people listening right now that are not listening on a radio. They're not listening on a little radio box next to their bed. They're listening online. And there are other people that are listening, on their iPhone. And they're listening, and we all still call it radio. And I think we should always be allowed to, because I think that sort of sums up, we all know what we're talking about when we talk about, hey, I heard it on the radio. So I don't think the name should go away, but technically the delivery system is changing. So it will not be a radio. It will not be a little box where you tune in with a little dial. But it'll still be radio, essentially. And it's already changed. I mean, remember, it's already changed. I mean, it's been for years. I think I told you not long ago, here's my son who's 20. All he's ever known, every dollar that's ever paid for him to have clothes or food or anything was earned from me working on the radio. And he comes to me not long ago and goes, so what's this AM radio thing?
Oh my!
As if almost like he thought it was new and he didn't know about it yet. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Gosh.
I said, I guess I shouldn't be surprised somebody your age. But I said, yeah, AM radio was like, it's like never mind. I was kind of like, you're 20 years old and you have to ask your father, who's never done another thing in his life but be on the radio. And you have to say, at 20, what's this AM radio thing?
Whoa. Okay. So we're having dinner the other night, and our nanny /
that just made so many so many affiliates of ours go, wow, that's really sad. I'm not.
It's like my
now.
kids when they saw the phone booth and said, "Isn't that the thing Superman changes in?"
Right. Yeah. It's just a closet for Superman, and they put a phone in it. Once in a while.
Wait, so we're sitting there at the table, and my nanny / housekeeper is here several, days a week. And so we were having dinner, and she hadn't left yet. And my husband sees her AM, FM transistor radio. And I'm not kidding you. This thing is from like the 70s. It is, and it's in a little leather case with a handle you carry.
Probably Panasonic.
Yes, and it has the long antenna you pull out. And she listens to my show. She's probably listening right now. She listens to my show every day on the radio with this old...
sounds like this. She's going to...
We'll be right back.